the comments.
But first, from creating a brand new sitcom for one of the world's most famous dwarfs to playing a dog, it seems our next guest is doing it all.
And it's not just playing a dog that his latest project allowed him to do, he's also turning his hand at dog rescue. But more about that in a more. First, let's have a look at the film, which is out today, Spy Kids 4, the movie.
This is not a prank.
The dog is talking.
Give me 5. Right, puke goes in the bag, not on my fur.
Argonaut, do something! Attack mode!
Activated. I love doing that.
Ricardo!
Hello.
Hello.
Good to see you.
That's a much nicer welcome.
Don't.
than when I
I
walked.
knew you were going to mention
I
that.
walked over there, chatting, I'm standing there for ages. They looked at and went, all right, Rick.
I thought you were one of the crew.
I know, yeah.
Oh, so you are.
I get that a lot.
Spy Kids 4, you did the voice of the dog. Now,
Yes.
I was reading the notes, you agreed to do it. One, because you like the director, but two, he gave you a kind of poetic licence with it, really.
Yeah, there's loads of reasons, really. I succumbed to flattery. As I say, Robert Rodriguez is a great director. He did, you know, Dusk Till Dawn, and it's very different to this. This is a kids' film, and I must say, I'm not the star of this film. The dog is. It's the cutest dog ever. It's just, I provide his voice. If dogs could talk, I wouldn't have a job.
Look at that.
He's so cute, and he's a rescue dog. They were going to put him down, and the film saved him and made him a star. So,
that's a film by itself.
Exactly. So, kids, if you don't go and see this film, we are going to put him down.
Oh,
we're not. That's not true.
That's what we like.
That's
no,
not
That's what we
true.
like on a Friday afternoon.
Last time I was on, they provided me a dog. I had this beautiful dog called Dougal for my interview.
Did they?
I love dogs. They're
Are you
great.
an animal lover?
I am absolute. I love all animals. It was my first love, sort of
They do
wildlife.
become part of the family.
Yeah,
They're
they
amazing. They're just fantastic. Yeah.
With regards to the ad-libbing, how did that work? Because obviously, in a film like that where it's a cartoon or an animal, they've got to do it all.
Well, yeah, but you know, it's quite flexible because they can sort of open the shot and have him just looking around and then animate his mouth. So, you know, it was just me with the headphones on, watching the dog and just saying stupid things for a living, which is what we do for a living. That is our job, say stupid things. No, it's fun. It's a really sweet film.
Can't wait to see it, actually. My kids
Are you doing it with Stephen again?
Yeah, we're just finished filming. We're editing at the moment. Life's Too Short.
Yeah, with Warwick.
Yeah, it's a fake documentary, Return to the Fake documentary. It's sort of a cross between The Office and Extras, because there's loads of stars in it, like Helena Bonham Carter and Liam Neeson and Johnny Depp and Steve Carell, Sting.
And what's the premise of it?
Well, Warwick Davis, who does exist in real life, and he was in all those films like Return of the Jedi and Professor.
A very talented actor and
amazing.
director as well.
He's just a brilliant guy all round. But he plays a twisted version of himself, and this is one of those documentaries. His career's on the slide. He's going through a messy divorce. He's got a massive tax bill, so he's living his life like an open wound and trying to get back on top. And of course, there hopefully hilarity ensues. So
I think we've got a little clip. Oh, sorry, excuse the pun. Let's have a look.
It's just really hard to act opposite this, given the way it looks.
We're in LA Thursday, if you want to do dinner.
Oh, yeah, that sounds great.
You don't know whistle while you work? I've never heard it before.
Wow! He hopped on the chair.
Happy everyone.
I'm thinking of doing some comedy.
Oh, like a comedy movie?
No, on stage. Stand-up comedy, live comedy of some kind.
Wow.
I'm funny, right?
Yeah.
That'd be 600, and that's at cost. You know, I'm not making anything, so...
Sorry, you're charging me.
What are you up to tonight, gigging?
Not really. We just thought we'd go on, didn't we?
Be grateful the phone this minute, because it might be Sting.
Yeah, I'd love to meet Sting.
I don't think it's appropriate to go around scrounging money.
That looks brilliant.
Hell of a cast.
That is amazing
Hell of a cast for a
And he
sitcom.
runs an agency, doesn't he?
In real life, yeah. In real life, it's called Willow, which is
Yeah.
named after the film he was in. But here we've called it Dwarves for Hire. And the joke is that he gets all the best jobs for himself. He nicks all the jobs from the other little people.
I'm a big fan of yours, Ricky, and Steve's, and I've been at numerous comedy awards with the Phoenix Nights lads, watching you picking the awards up, and we really like that. So, but what I kind of get from your office days to now is, do you feel sort of obliged to put A-list celebrities in? Do people expect it and they go, oh, he's got Johnny Depp in and all that, and they sort of...
Yeah, I know what you mean. No, we don't actually, and it really isn't about them. They're the icing on the cake, just like extras. I mean, you know, they got the press heat, but you know, extras was about a guy struggling with a hapless friend and a useless agent. It was an ensemble piece, rather like The Office, but the backdrop was media, and it came about really, firstly through Warwick. It's all about Warwick, really, and myself and Stephen are in it as a conduit to those stars that we play. The joke is that we're media moguls, sort of in charge of TV and film, and all the people we've ever worked with come and bother us. They say, "You do any more extras?" You know, because you know. So that's the gag there. But no, people don't think that it's just a string of people us going, "Look."
Yeah, that's what I'm getting.
But you do have. I mean, you do have some amazing stars.
How do you get the big hitters in? Do you actually yourself get in touch, or is it all done through the people?
I email them and say, "How would you like to work for very little money?" Near Slough, with a director that ruins every take through laughing. With dwarves, yeah. And they all say yes.
Yeah, I think sometimes you go through an agent about stuff like that, and it gets knocked back. But if you lucky enough to be able to speak to them direct, then they will do it.
Yeah, and sometimes they're sort of quite flattered that you've asked them that. You know, they're working actors. You know, I think people got this image of them living in an ivory tower, but they want to get their hands dirty. They want to be insulted. They want to do something different. You know, and we ask.
Yeah, and working with Warwick, you know, when the kind of it first came out about the show and what it was all about, and there's a little bit of kind of stick being thrown about and everything else. But how's Warwick 2K?
Well, it's good. I mean, people assume because there's a taboo subject, you know, little people, that it's going to be exploitative or insulting.
I don't even know why it's a taboo subject.
It's ridiculous, isn't it? But that's like most taboos. They're taboo because people think they're taboo. Whereas if you discuss them intelligently or do something with them or come down on the right side, there's nothing to fear. It's ridiculous. But we're not going out to shock or insult people. It's a sitcom.
And he's part of it, so it's not.
Of course.
You know, behind his back, he's joining in with it.
Yeah, like we did it with behind his back. Like
it's
so insulting to assume that he's not in on the gag. You know, it's crazy. Like we didn't pay him. We paid him in biscuits.
So
actually, we did with the dog in Spy Kids.
Really?
I took all the money, gave him biscuits. Easy. That's the beauty of it. You'll be put down unless you do this right. I say that to Warwick as well. I say, Warwick, I'm taking you to the vets. No more children for you, Warwick.
I read something you said you like a wrestle with Warwick. I mean, I wrestled.
Who doesn't?
I wrestled 7 dwarves on Phoenix Nights.
There you go.
I had a great time.
It's great fun, isn't it?
I had a great time. I recommend it.
I know. Yeah. We do sometimes do little spoof videos.
And what about An Idiot Abroad? Sorry to cut in there, but is that coming back?
It is. It's coming back the end of September. Carl's halfway around the world now. It's the bucket list, things to do before you die. And we're torturing him even more.
Is it real torture for him? Is it genuine?
The funny thing is now, is that I can't think of things he won't do because he doesn't want to give me the satisfaction of failing. So now he goes, well, I'm going to do it. I'm going to show Ricky. So it's just amazing. This is better than the first series.
What I liked about the first series, but what I don't think many people got onto, is kind of you're sending him to the 7 wonders of the world, and everyone's laughing at, you know, how he takes to that. But basically, what you've just done there is sent a northerner. It could have been anyone from the north. If I'd have sent my dad, exactly the same reaction.
You know, back in his hometown of Manchester, neck of the woods, it's like Superman. On his own planet, he's nothing special.
In
Earth, he's amazing. Right. But in Manchester, they go, what's all of that? We're all like that. What's the big deal? You know what I mean? So, but he's quite incredible. I can't get enough of him. He's just so funny, and there's no filter, there's no pretension. He sees something and he says what he's thinking. There's no malice. He just says what's on his mind, and it's refreshing to have someone like that on TV.
It's a bit like yourself.
I don't know about that. I'm much more worried about what people think of me than Carl. Carl doesn't care.
It's lovely seeing you, Rick. Anyhow, a pleasure meeting you, sir.
Thank you very much. Absolute pleasure.
Well done on winning all those awards with The Office.
Thank you very much.
Really.
Bring on the sailors.
Really good. Here we go. Your last chance for today to win that whopper of a cash prize. That's £100,000.
Bitter.